Priestess perspective family. Ignore how I look. Let's be real. Lesson in life, by the way, is do not wait for the right time to act on a calling. Okay. If you feel called to something, do it right then and there. Be impulsive a little bit, because to be honest, the most successful moments in my life came from impulsive decisions. I shit you not, from my impulsive decision to post my first TikTok, which then went viral. Also, how cute are these bracelets? Oh, I'm obsessed. To every other decision I've made, from investing in myself to traveling the world to you name it, it came from an impulsive decision. Literally, my most viral videos have all been videos where I look like shit, and that's okay, because you know what? That's just how it is. And if you're constantly waiting for the right time will never find you. The right time is now. If you feel called, the right time is now. Okay? Stop waiting till you lose the weight. Stop waiting till you have the money. Stop waiting till it feels right. Stop waiting till you look cute. Like, just act on the calling, because the universe gave you that calling for a reason. Priestess perspective family, I now have an iPad. I feel like an iPad kid, and it is so healing to my inner child. Comment down below and let me know. By the way, if you're listening on Spotify, this is now on YouTube as well, the podcast. So come watch us on YouTube. It's a vibe. But Priestess perspective family, let me know if you were an iPad kid too. There is something so healing about having an iPad as an adult, so highly recommend you guys get one. Oh my God. First of all, I'm journaling more than I've ever journaled before. And second of all, I just got this microphone for the podcast and I feel so official. I love it. Expect a lot more videos because of this goddamn microphone. Priestess perspective family, we got to talk. In today's episode, I'm going to be real with you that I get you. All right. I get it. What do I mean? I talk a lot about manifesting, and I talk a lot about making your dreams come true. And we don't often talk about what happens when all goes to shit. And when you literally feel like you are pushing against a wall that will not break, and you're begging the universe, and you're in this desperate place where you're like, I want the answers, but all I see is this wall in front of me. Like, what do I do? Where do I begin? And the truth is, in a lot of those moments, your mental health feels like shit. You feel like you're laying on the floor and you can't get up. You feel like you're drowning. Honestly, a lot of the times you're like, I know I need to do this. I know I need to be positive, but how can I do these things when I feel this way and I'm just spiraling? I'm spiraling and I'm not seeing these things unfold and manifest. And maybe even you've manifested in the past, it works, but right now you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do because nothing's working. Everything's flopping. Where do I begin? What do I do? And I want to talk about this today because honestly, I'm dealing with a situation right now where quite frankly, I'm going through post-grad. I graduated college and life looks very different. Hold on, my alarm is going off. But I don't know what my next step is, what my purpose is. A lot of days lately, completely honestly, I've been waking up and I'm like, okay, now what? And what? And obviously, I know in 2 weeks, I'm going to be in Europe and I'm going to be having a blast and I will be like, what the fuck was I thinking? But for the time being, I'm like, holy shit, like I feel so lost. And I keep asking the universe, give me a sign, give me some clarity, give me some answers. But truthfully, I am hating on the universe right now. I am mad at the universe. I am complaining. I'm being negative. I'm giving attention to everything that's going wrong. Like the fact that it's cloudy today, I'm giving that the power to control my internal state. It's been cloudy for a while in LA and I'm just like, I'm losing it. And I want in real time for you guys to see how I go through these things and how I make the mental shifts that I need to make when I take a step back and I realize, okay, this is not serving me. I may be feeling like shit right now. And first of all, that is okay. The first step is acknowledging how you feel and trusting that it is a part of the process. That for whatever reason, you are meant to be in this stillness, in this confusion, in this lack of clarity. You are meant to be struggling. And there is meaning in the struggle. And I have to acknowledge that. And I understand a lot of the times for me, a lot of the struggles I go through because then I like to mentor people on how to overcome them. And that gives me purpose. And it makes the pain, in a way, beautiful. And I want you to acknowledge that if you are struggling right now, that is okay. That is okay. Because we know that everything is always working out behind the scenes for us. That in the background, the universe is always conspiring in our favor. And we have to have blind trust and faith in the universe, that it is working out for us, that the universe would never F us over. And I just have to remind myself that right now, that like, I need to spend, I had this moment today in the morning where I realized that there were so many points in time where I did feel high on life, where I did feel like, holy fuck, the universe loves me. I am so lucky. I realized, and what I encourage you to do if you are feeling like shit right now, is I encourage you to remember the times where it was working out and what mindset you were in then that created the snowball effect of everything working out, because it's usually how it is. And I was thinking back on that, and I remembered, first of all, the importance of your attention. Where you place your attention is where things will grow exponentially, right? So the more you pay attention to something, the more you are inviting that energy into your life. And so I noticed I was negative a little bit, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And it was like a growing mountain of shit not working out because I'm giving it power and I'm giving it attention in my life. And so that's the first thing I realized. But the second thing I did was I looked back at the times where I was actually feeling high on life and I felt amazing and I felt like the universe was really conspiring for me. And I realized that it started with, and as hard as this may be, gratitude for what is right in front of me. Like just accepting life for what it is right now and being so grateful for what is right in front of me. Like, I want you to take a second and just, as shitty as life might be right now, and I have to say, I can't even complain because like my life is amazing, like I'm not saying my life is shit. It's not. But I want you to stop everything right now, power of now style, and just look at what's right in front of you. Don't chase what used to be. Don't chase what could be. Look at what's right in front of you and thank the universe for it. Find something to be grateful for. And remember the rule, the law of increase, that where your focus goes is what you invite more of into your life, what will increase in your life. And so let's say you're trying to manifest money. How can you acknowledge the abundance that already exists in your life? Because the more attention you place on the money you already have, the more money you will invite into your life. You want to manifest love. How can you place attention on the love that you have already received, et cetera, et cetera? And I want you to truly put immense gratitude and appreciation, and you can do this in the comments right now. Literally type in, what are you grateful for right now? And be authentically grateful for it. Like, thank you that I have XYZ, thank you, universe, that I have this, I have that right in front of me. And thank you, universe, that you keep providing that for me. And when you truly wake up with that mindset of, I am so grateful for what is right in front of me, like what I already have, the life I live today, that is when you start inviting immense abundance into your life. And it just works like that. But the problem is when you're in this like mental fog and this mindset, right? It's so hard to think like that. Like it really is. And I hope this video is what gives you that switch. Like you just have to decide, I'm fucking sick of being a victim. I'm fucking sick of being in pain and being a sob story. Like I'm sick of it already. I'm deciding today that it gets to be better. Like I get to be happy. I give myself permission to be happy, to experience the beauty of this world. You will experience the beauty of this world. You will experience happiness and you deserve it. And today's the day that all switches for you. Okay? And so we're just deciding that right now together in this video, in this podcast, period. And you make that decision and you move from that place, okay? And so today I'm deciding that I am happy, that I am filled with all the things that give me happiness, and I will acknowledge it at every turn that I see it. And that is the first step. It is in large part blind faith. And the way I do this, and I teach this in Manifest Magic and in Rich Bitch Bootcamp, is I ask you to look at the times where the universe has already blessed you. Think back to the happiest moments you've had in life and remember how you felt, the mindset you were in, and tap back into that energy. And remember that so much of it was like the universe just like giving you that luck. Like I just have to remind myself right now, like the universe has always stepped in and made me lucky and happy and given me these miracles in life, you know? And so in part it is that blind faith, but it's also remembering, guys, that your entire fate can change overnight. Like how you feel today does not have to be how you feel tomorrow. You understand? Like you can be a completely different person tomorrow and you have to make that decision. And the thing is, like, we seek the answers, and when we're coming from this desperate place, we're so attached to the outcome. And that's also a problem. Like part of it is, tapping into the law of detachment, which I talk a lot more about in Manifest Magic, which I highly recommend you grab down below. That's like, it's perfect for you. But choosing to look at everything from the complete 180, that's how you practice the law of detachment. So the thing you desire desires you, period, right? It's not you that desires it. That thing desires you, whether it's a person, friendships, traveling, whatever. It desires you. And when you carry that mindset and that energy, that is when that is exactly when those opportunities will come to you. And so right now I am deciding that the things I'm desiring desire me. That's it. It is right now chasing me. And I am having that mindset and going to approach everything I do with that mindset. It is desiring me. It is chasing me. It is finding me right now in this moment. Every time I leave the house, every time I go make coffee, every time I do whatever, thing is desiring and finding me right now. And, the other thing is you have to be open to it. You have to have open energy. And what this means is one of the best things that I recommend you do, and this has really helped me in life in a lot of ways, is opening your energy, being in an inviting energy, saying affirmations like, I am now ready for, I now invite in, etc. Every single time you leave the house, I want you to have this energy of, I am open to the opportunity finding me right now. I am open to anything finding me right now. And you'd be surprised how when you have that energy, you suddenly have a conversation with the person who gives you an opportunity that you were looking for. You suddenly stumble into the places that you were looking for all along. Having this super open frequency and energy is really important, because I think when we're in that mindset of spiraling, our energy is super blocked off. And the first step is opening that energy. being open to the opportunity coming in whichever way it's meant to. And that's the last thing I want to talk about today is fuck the how. And this is one of the most important things I teach you in Manifest Magic is fuck the how. Usually, if you're struggling and that thing that you are wanting, those answers you're wanting, there's a part of you that believes and has this like almost egotistical mindset around it, thinking it is going to come this way and only this way. I will meet my soulmate only out and about, when, who knows, it could be through a DM or whatever, through dating apps. Or, you think this career is the only career I'm meant to do to receive the abundance I want, and that's it, and this is how it's going to come, and I have to get this promotion from the boss and whatever, right? We have to just say to the universe, I allow the clarity to find me in whichever way it is meant to find me. Period. And being open to the thing we're desiring to come in whichever way it's meant to. Because honestly, I think sometimes we turn on logic brain, and oftentimes that doesn't really work when we're manifesting, to be honest. But we turn on logic brain and we're like, this is how it's going to happen. I have to go here. I have to do this. I have to do that. And that's how it's going to come. And you're trying to like logically create the answers. That is not the way. Let the universe show you how fully. Release any logical explanation to how the desire you want is going to come to you. It will come how it's meant to, and the universe will show you how if you allow it to. And usually the reason it hasn't come yet is because logically we think it's going to come a certain way, and so we're walking and traversing down that path. But that's actually not the path we're meant to take. We actually don't know how it's going to come. And so the only person who does, the only way we know how it will come is the universe knows how. So we have to give the universe the chance to show us how it'll come. And it is so difficult to get out of this spiral. And I know how it feels, like you're drowning, and it just feels awful. I get it. But one day you have to just decide, like, I'm so sick of being in pain. I just decide not to do it anymore. I decide to be happy today, and I decide that it will get better starting from today. And I decide that I can have everything I want, and I get to, and I deserve it, and it wants me to. And when you have that mindset, it will find you. What I want wants me to. What you want wants you to. What you want is finding you right now. And if you came across this video, if you came across this podcast episode, then that is it. Period. Okay? So I love you. It will get better, I promise. And I really feel that if this video found you, then it's here. The happiness is here. The answers are here. The clarity, the thing you've been looking for, it is here. Be open to it. Be patient. And be on the lookout for it. So I love you so much. I will go ahead and leave Manifest Magic and Rich Bitch Boot Camp down below if you want to join and manifest with me. And have the best day ever. I love you. I really do. Bye.